my gosh. Are we live?
It looks like we're
Are
live.
we live?
Can you hear us? Can you see us? This is so exciting.
Let's see. It says that we've been on for 7 seconds.
Ooh.
Look at all these people here already. Hi, everyone.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Like the Wandering Myers, Juan, Jim, Nikki, Tammy. Hey, Tammy, I was thinking about you because you said that it was your dinner time.
Ooh.
I was like, I really hope that they make it. Wendy, Dina, Farmer Greggy. Who else? Mark. Crazy Boy Radio.
Hey.
The Crazy Canucks. Traveling
How you doing, Leroy?
Wise. Amy, Expat Home Share. Oh, Louise, Pammy, The Right Life. Aw, this is amazing. We are so excited, a little bit nervous as this is our first one. So if you could tell us, is the picture okay and the audio? My husband says you look younger, Heidi. Thank you. Thank you
What
very
about
much.
Adam? What am I, chopped liver over here?
Aw, I love it. Oh, your sister is here.
Hey, baby girl.
That's awesome. Wow, this is amazing already. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. So this live, like I said, it's our first live, and we wanted to do it to celebrate our 100th upload.
I mean, I can't believe that we are at 100 videos already. You know, when we started a year ago or a year and a half ago, I couldn't even imagine being here right now. And we're just on the cusp of 55,000 subscribers in our community and almost 6 million views, which is just like.
And it's all because of you. Like, honestly, we couldn't do this without you. You are our driving force. And, you know, without your views, we couldn't keep going. So really, this is for you. So thank you so, so much. If you have any questions along the way while we're answering our questions, I have some questions here. Like, we came up with like 20 questions that we went through that you guys
sent to us.
You sent us.
And honestly, I know I say it in the video sometimes, but it's because we're sharing this with you that has enriched this experience for us so much, because it really helps us to like delve deeper into the culture and the things so that we can share them. And, you know, like there's just no way to even say thank you enough for that.
Yeah, I keep looking over to the side because there's so many wonderful comments. Could you all tell us where you're coming from? I would love to know that. I see hello from Montreal, from Sherwin-Williams.
Florida, San Pancho.
Ontario, Canada, Tampa, Florida.
Texas, Pennsylvania.
San Miguel de Allende. Yeah.
Anybody from Jersey out there? Any Jersey peeps?
Or Michigan?
Whoa.
Chicago, they're coming in quick now.
Quick.
Colorado, Canada A. I love that. Of course, that's you, Pete. That's awesome. Hope you have a Corona right now. Oh, wow. I bet it's getting cold some places. My parents actually said that in Michigan, it just snowed this past week. And then today it's 79 degrees. I'm like, yeah, that's the Midwest for you there. Coming from Cisco, Peru, Leon, Guanajuato. Aw. Well, thank you so much. It seems like we have a lot of wonderful people here with us on this live. So why don't we jump into it?
Hey, that's my line.
I didn't even realize that. That's awesome. Let's jump in. So our first question, and one that we get like all the time, is what is our favorite place so far? And that is, it's really hard to answer, but I think speaking for the both of us, we love being near the ocean. That is home to us. So I think we answer these questions separate too. So we're going to have different answers, which I think is really good. And I don't know what he's going to say, but for me, it would be on the Riviera Maya, like somewhere, I would probably say Puerto Morelos, because it's between Cancun and Playa del Carmen. And so that's not like my favorite place, but the place where I would choose to live if I had to right now. Jumping back to favorite place, sorry, I kind of skipped over that. It would probably be Oaxaca. I feel like the state in general just has like such a special place in our hearts. It's kind of it is where we came up with the idea to start our channel.
And I feel like it was our first, and you only get one first. Like we'd been to Mexico, we've been to Cancun, the Yucatan, but like Oaxaca was that first real Mexico experience where you would be walking around in the streets and just be like, whoa.
Yeah.
How did I not know this existed? How did I not know this was a place in my own backyard? And
Yeah.
like every time I think about Mexico, Oaxaca is always that first place that pops into my mind.
Yeah, so you're the same with me. So that's like our favorite place in general, like state-wise.
I mean, like Heidi said, the beach is really.
But if we had to choose a place to live, well, we could live in Puerto Escondido too. That's in Oaxaca on the beach.
True.
But we love scuba diving. If you know us, Adam is a master instructor and I'm a dive master. So to live, we would have to be somewhere where we could just grab and jump in the water. And that blue water, that like beautiful blue water on the Riviera Maya, you just really can't.
And they have some great diving out there too. Also, if you go over to the Baja Peninsula, we didn't explore anywhere near as much as I want to yet, but it's so beautiful there as well. And they have so much great nature and ocean. So I'd probably put that on the list as well.
I see a lot of people saying that they love Oaxaca, the Wandering Myers, Miguel, Oaxaca rules. Yeah, we agree. All right, the next one, kinda. Were you gonna say something?
Oh, Diego Cervantes just asked if we have Spanish or Latin ancestry, and the answer is not that I know of.
But it's so funny because people will say to Adam, or they'll think he's Mexican and just start talking to him, and afterwards he's always like, "See, like I do have a little bit of Mexican in me." I'm like, "You wish."
Yeah, no, I actually do wish. I'm almost all Italian, so I do have that slightly darker olive skin, which definitely blends in a little bit more here. But yeah, I do wish I was Mexican. The culture is so cool.
Yeah, we're just grateful to be here.
For sure.
But leading off of that next question, I like this one. It's, oh my gosh, what is that?
I think we got a donation from Phoenix, which is...
I've never seen something like that. Phoenix LPS. Thank you so much. Is that a super chat?
I don't know what a super chat. This is our first chat, so I'm not sure, but
this is so cool.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Oh, and look, they found your emoji. It's the smiley with the sunglasses. It looks just like you.
How do you survive Mexico's sun wearing black all the time? I don't know. Black's my color.
Yeah. Well, he has a couple of these shirts, and then the Country Collector shirts, you have 5 of the same ones. So it's just easy for him.
It is easy for me. And you know what? I think it goes with everything. I feel like I'm classy and sassy. So.
And you don't have to make a choice in the morning, what matches what. It's just an easy pick, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. She hit it right on the head.
All right, back to the questions. All right, we got one that asked us our top destinations and there's 5 different categories. The first one is food.
I mean, I'm back at Oaxaca. Yeah. Oaxaca City especially.
Oh my gosh, John. Sorry. Thank you so much, John. That is so nice. One of you has beautiful hair today.
Thank you. Don't assume it's you.
That is wonderful. He's one of our patrons too. We really appreciate you so much.
Yes, we do. But Oaxaca City, I feel like the smell when you walk down the street is it makes your mouth water wherever you go, whether it's the street food, the restaurants, that they have that culture of food there that is just so incredible. And when you're in the restaurants, people are dressed traditionally a lot of the time when you're there, which is so great. And if you're looking for a street burger, Oaxaca City is the best place for it. They have a hamburguesa roll right down by the Zocalo that will just blow your mind.
Yeah, coming from an American.
It's true.
And Michoacan, I think, really blew my mind too. We were just there and the food culture was incredible. All right, next is culture in general, and the same. Oaxaca, Michoacan, Chiapas. I feel like it's kind of that southeastern region. It's just the culture there is so dense. There's so many little villages and pueblos, and yeah, it's so different. And somebody else asked a question, and I'm going to kind of skip ahead, but come back. They asked us to talk about how contrasting Mexico is as a country, because a lot of people don't know that, right? Even for us, all we knew was Cancun.
Yeah. I mean, before I came, I've traveled all over the world. We've traveled all over the world together. And I just kind of thought I had Mexico pinned. I'm like, okay, it's Mexico. It's the beach. It's beautiful. They have some resorts there. You can enjoy yourself, go out and party, and you can do that. But there is so much more. And I feel like we're constantly amazed by this incredible culture and the people and the music. I mean, you go one state over and there's different dances,
Yeah.
different styles of music, and it's everywhere. You hear it in the cars, you hear it in the shops, you hear it everywhere you go is just this incredible music, whether it's an accordion player on the street or a violinist or someone just singing. We've been seeing a lot of rappers lately as well.
Rap battles down in the park.
Rap battles in the park, which I've never seen anywhere.
But like just how contrasting it is, like going from Cancun to like Chiapas is worlds away. And we've just been so grateful to be able to see not the entire country, but a lot of it, to just know Mexico is so deeper.
Oh man. And like someplace else that really blew me away was Mexico City.
Yeah.
There is so much Mexican culture as well as that European culture that has been sort of integrated in the parks, in the statues, and there is just so many incredible things and places to go and see there.
Yeah. So like I said, the culture coming from the United States, I feel like we don't have a background. We don't have a lot of culture like this. So it's just been super enriching for us to be here.
We're such a young country too, so it's hard. Wow. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, pal. Jay Harper. Come on, Jay. You are the man. Thank you so much for all of this support.
And we love all of you. Like, everybody here. It's not just those who are donating. We appreciate everybody.
I mean,
thank you so much.
It's your comments, it's your likes, it's you watching with us that really, it makes it all so special for us.
Yeah. I know, we're already 11 minutes into this and we've done like nothing.
A half of a question. Well, people keep posting more. How do you prepare for it? We're going to get to, we'll get to more of these.
Great. We'll have to do these lives a lot more often. All right, then going to like top destinations for landscapes. I said like in Jalisco, I was stunned by the agave fields. That was just so special. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And then in the Yucatan, the cenotes were just like incredible as well.
Those are two really great places. Michoacan, I think they have a saying here. I'm going to butcher it because I don't fully know it, but it's like once you go there, you can never truly leave because a piece of your heart will always be there. And the bus trips, you'd be driving along.
You're like making me cry.
I get emotional because like I look out the window of these buses, and that's such a great way to travel here, by the way.
Yeah.
The buses here are some of the best I've been on.
Someone just asked like if there are bathrooms on them, and yes, there are.
Men and women's rooms.
On some of them.
On the premier buses.
Some of the secondary buses don't, but
yeah, but they also make stops along the way. The premier buses tend to go more express, so they have a bathroom for everyone, and you even get your own little TVs and stuff. I mean, that's not the question, but Michoacan, like the landscapes were just mind blowing. The other day we were on the bus and I woke up and I'd fallen asleep and there was this giant canyon.
Yeah.
That was like, I didn't even know where I was. I thought I was in a different world.
He still doesn't know where we are.
I still don't know where we are. She's right.
He doesn't know where we are till we get there. I do all the planning. It's okay though. He does a lot more of the other work.
Oh, thanks,
people. We said everywhere, like the best people of the country, like everywhere you've been. It's the same back home. Like, some places you go, there's going to be people that have an attitude, and some places, it's not the place, it's the person.
And having said that, I feel like the average Mexican person we've met here is so friendly and concerned that we are having a good time, that we feel good, that we've tried the food. Have you been here? Yeah. Have you done this? Do you like my country? And it really, it's heartwarming to see that pride in almost everyone I feel like that we've spoken to.
And they just want to share everything, share their culture. It is the pride. They're so prideful here. And that always takes me back when we were in Xcaret and the final extravaganza show, and the parrots came out and we were both just like sobbing.
I did not.
But then you looked up into the crowd and the entire crowd was crying.
Everyone
and it was just
crying.
Like this culmination of Mexico, like this melting pot. And
if you ever have the chance, I feel like if that's where you've started traveling Mexico, Xcaret is a wonderful place to really experience so much of the country in like little taste, and then you can go there and see it. Like that extravaganza show, they had dances from like 13 states or something like that.
Yeah, a lot.
And
we didn't even know the states.
I didn't even know what it was about.
then.
And now you see them and you're like, La Bamba? They're doing the La Bamba dance in the
Yeah.
square. And
we see the tradition, like when we went to Jalisco, we saw the dress that they were wearing in the show there. Yeah, it was just really
enjoy Yalapa Toastman McGee. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you so much, The Wandering Myers. You're so great. And we're so happy that, you have started your channel and your travels as well. Baby Papaya, which city could you see yourselves living in? Well, we kind of just answered that when we started, that it would be somewhere on the Riviera Maya, like Puerto Morelos.
Or Oaxaca.
Yeah, or Oaxaca.
They have some great beaches in Oaxaca that just go right up the coast there, including the only legal nude beach.
Leading into best beaches.
Oh, that was
for
convenient.
like blue water, Cancun. I've never seen that Gatorade blue water. Tammy, I'm looking at you. You know this water.
Brady.
Isla Mujeres, Huatulco, and Cabo San Lucas. They're all like the big spots, but the beaches there were just like the white sand and the blue water, the postcard, places that you love to see. So yeah, those were, I think, our favorites.
And so special, all of those experiences. It's great.
Puerto Angel in Oaxaca near Huatulco was beautiful.
We did some snorkeling there. Yeah.
Hi, Nikki and Bob. Thank you so much. Oh, you're wonderful. Happy 100. We're so happy to share this with all of you. Oh, that's great. All right, let's go to the next question.
Oh, thanks, Robert. Were there Sunday special?
Oh, we love being Sunday Fun Days where, Adam had this thing with his friends before meeting me, Sunday Fun Day.
There was no before, Heidi, but if there was, I did have this thing.
Yeah, and every Sunday we
would just go out and celebrate as much as possible. We would work 6 days a week and just like put in those huge hours. And then Sunday was our day to just let it all go. We had special t-shirts and we would just go out and enjoy the beach and each other and eat tons of food and just laugh as much as possible.
So, and then when we met, he bought me the t-shirt and we got to continue this sort of tradition. And so when we started this, we were like, well, why don't we do it on Sunday so we could have Sunday Fun Day with all of you. So you're kind of carrying on this tradition with us of sorts.
And we love having you with us.
Yeah. So thanks again. All right. Let's see. Any places we would avoid going back to? So at first we weren't even going to put this in here because we don't have a place, but then I thought about it and it would be Villahermosa, Tabasco, but not because of the place. It was because of what happened to us there.
It was full. We got to the room and our bags were on the floor and I don't know why I had this feeling. I'm like, I'm going to pick the bags up and put them on the table in the bedroom. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't want the bags on the floor. And then
overnight, like when we were sleeping.
And then we went to sleep and around 2 or 3 in the morning,
I put my feet off of the bed. I was going to the bathroom and
not in the bed. She was going to the bathroom.
And water was up over my ankles. I thought I was dreaming. I had no idea what was going on. It was the most crazy, nightmare, but real life thing. So
I heard, Adam, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if someone was in our room or something. So I put my feet down and I'm like, there is so much water. Just it was like in a movie.
We were on the 3rd floor. So yeah, that's why it didn't make much sense. We were on the 3rd floor. So I go and turn on the light. The entire floor is flooded. And thank God he moved our backpacks because all of this stuff, this computer we're using to live stream would have been completely ruined. I go out into the hallway. It's completely flooded. 2 seconds later, our neighbor comes out of his room wearing a suit, carrying
hair
his
slicked back. He's got his little rolly bag with him.
And I'm like, hello, do you see this? And he's like, oh yeah, that was my fault. I left my shower on all night long. So he left his shower on the entire night and it flooded the whole place.
The other part of that story is there was no water pressure when we got there. So he had tried to take a shower, turned it on. It didn't work. He went to bed and then the water came back on. And I don't know if he was drinking or whatever, but
he was out cold.
He didn't wake up and flooded the entire, it was dripping down to the floors below. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. So the next day, it was an Airbnb. So we asked for our money back, which he gave us. And then we had to basically just dry our clothes out and our bags out all day long. It was kind of a mess and it kind of
soured it a little bit. I mean, we were just kind of ready to go after that. Phoenix, to answer your question, I would be between Tres Leches
for your favorite dessert.
And flan. and I think it's fantastic. Just so you know.
Oh, is that the first pun of today?
Maybe.
Oh, Ed, thank you so much. Look at that cute little sticker.
Hey, is that avocado dancing?
Yeah, and
love your teeth. You do have great teeth. Thanks,
you do?
Gilberto.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you so much, De Leon. You have a beautiful name. Oh, Adam, love the puns.
Thanks for the pun support, guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm often rolling my eyes in the back. I love you though. Okay. Have we ever been sick in Mexico? The answer is yes. But do we get food poisoning a lot? Not often.
No, and you know, like something, I feel like Mexico has that association with bad water, getting sick, Montezuma's revenge and stuff, but we've been sick all over the world, you know, like it's something that does happen in lots of different places. And the funny part is, like, we eat street food all the time, and I almost never get sick from street food, but when I eat in a fancy restaurant, or I say fancy, like not street food, we eat in a restaurant, is when I end up getting stomach problems or whatever. And it's not like weeks or anything. It's usually just 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
And if we do get sick, there is, we have health insurance that Heidi also takes care of for us.
Yeah, just we recommend when you're traveling, get travel insurance. Like, we use Safety Wing. I think it's a couple dollars a day. There's like a $250 deductible, but if something, you know, pretty bad happens, your bills can add up quite quickly. Like when we were in Indonesia a few years ago, I got dengue fever and it was really bad. I had to go to the clinic every day to do blood tests to make sure, you know, my liver problems weren't happening with my liver, and the bills were way above $250. So yeah, we just recommend doing that. But here in Mexico, there are pharmacies everywhere. There's clinics everywhere, and there are hospitals too. So don't worry about
some of the pharmacies even have medical professionals, like the Farmacias Familiares. Farmacias. I'm always getting correct on that. Farmacias. They actually have a nurse or a doctor that is present in a lot of them. So you can go to them, tell them your symptoms, and then they'll actually just get you right into the pharmacy and stuff that you need. They also have dentists here that are really great. I mean, and you can check reviews online. So if you need something, you can get it done here. It's not like
a lot of people come to Mexico to get their dental work done.
Yeah, I mean, it's significantly
I know my
less
dad
expensive.
just got his teeth done back in the U.S. I'm like, you could have flown to Cancun and got your teeth done, and then, you know, had a little vacation afterwards. But yeah, so don't worry.
You are right. It is about $2.50 to see the doctor at the pharmacy.
Dr. Simi. Yeah, he's that big, like, I was gonna say fat.
It's
girthy.
Funny, girthy. He's a large gentleman, and they actually
with
have
like 6 hairs.
He sits out front. If you saw our Chiapas video, I actually danced with him. He does this dance. He wears a cape sometimes. He's bald with like little white fluffed out hair on the side. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Jacqueline. She says greetings from San Antonio, Texas. Thank you so much. Oh, that's wonderful.
Man, we're going to answer all of these when we have a little more.
Or like maybe all these questions, we'll go through them and then answer them on our next live too.
Stephen, we will definitely be doing more scuba diving content. I feel like we really haven't done any since we were in, not Cancun. What was that place off Playa del Carmen, the incredible island? Cozumel. Oh man, the diving there was phenomenal.
It blew your mind. You couldn't remember the word.
Yeah.
The name of it. Okay. How do you choose your next location, and how do you find out the best sites to see?
Hey, Mama Will.
What platforms do you use to find the best places to go, best restaurants, the best places to stay? I know that for some people, planning your travels is difficult. You know, just getting started, it can seem like super overwhelming, especially Mexico. This country is huge with 32 states. Like, it can seem pretty daunting. So for me, what I do and did, like when we started, I do all the planning. So I separated it into states. So we were in the Quintana Roo. So I go online, I search like best places to see, things to do, and I will find blogs, and I'll just make a list of stuff. And then I'll go over to my Google Maps and I'll put them all in on my maps. You know, so it would be like Cancun, places you want to go, like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Puerto Morelos, and
things
so
that are
on.
close by.
So then you can see like where the locations are, where you should start. You can plan your route and all that stuff. And then when we get to a certain place, I will go on, and that's how I will find like the restaurants I will like nearby where we are. You can use all the filters. You can type in vegan if you're vegan. I really enjoy planning, so for me, it's a lot of fun to find this stuff. So yeah, it's basically just Google searching, using people's blogs. You can go on Instagram and type in tags and see pictures that pop up and kind of plan from there if you want, get some inspiration that way. And then for accommodations, we use Airbnb and Booking.com. And also a little tip, like for Airbnb, if we notice that it's a business, like say a hotel, and they're putting their rooms on Airbnb, they're going to be a lot more expensive. So we most of the time figure out the name of the hotel, and then we will
Contact
go
them
directly to their site, and we'll save, like last time we saved over $60,
Yeah.
which is just on the fees that Airbnb has.
And we also get a ton of great suggestions from you at home. A lot of our comments we get here on our
Yeah.
Facebook are like, oh, you're here. You
Yeah.
have to go to this place. It's
Mhm.
this beautiful. I went there 20 years ago. Check it out. And you're right almost all of the time.
Yeah. So thank you for all the inspiration from yourselves as well.
Thanks, Expat Home Share. We appreciate you.
Yeah, like she gave us a hug and a kiss.
Oh,
That's really sweet. All right. And if you ever have any more questions about how to plan, just shoot us, a message on Instagram or Facebook. We're always on and we're there to help you out. We're here for you. Remember, like our goal and our inspiration here is to just inspire you to see the world through our experiences. We think, life is just so short, and you really got to just take it by the reins, and that's just what we hope to do. So
yeah. I mean,
we're here for you.
It really, this choice was something that just kind of happened to us during COVID. I mean, we made the choice, but it was something that really inspired us to do more, because you don't know how long you have. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when the world's going to shut down, and that's scary.
Yeah.
So you really want to make the most of every day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tanya.
I see Tanya.
We see you.
Thank you. Belated happy birthday.
And I just saw a comment go by asking how we met and stuff. That's just not like a long story, but we do have a video about getting to know us on our page. So if you're looking for information like that, it's all right there.
And Tanya asked, where are we going to spend Dia de los Muertos? And we will get to that at the end. So yeah, stay tuned. All right. Next, what I just said kind of leads into this one. What's our ultimate goal here? Do we plan to settle down in one of the countries we're visiting, open a travel agency? Honestly, that's a great question. And it kind of like stopped us in our tracks, because we don't have like an ultimate goal here. Like I know some channels are like to go to every country in the world, or to go to 100 countries, or go to every country in South America. Like I was saying, I think our ultimate goal here is just to inspire and to live our lives,
and take as much time as it takes, and wherever places that is, wherever the world leads us. And it's a great question. It really made us both sit down and try and figure it out. And I think that I never really thought about opening a travel agency. I mean, it'd be cool one day to take trips with people, maybe, have them come with us on these amazing adventures around the world.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's probably a ways off before we.
Yeah, but like we said, just the goal is to inspire people, to hopefully change your perspective. Every video you see, just kind of humble you as well. And we hope that you really feel the feelings that we feel throughout our videos and these travels, and change with us. And yeah, maybe like a small goal was to just make our channel successful, so we could keep on going with it, like monetarily, like have it sustain us, which we have done. So thank you. Yeah, high five to you. Thank you for that.
We appreciate you.
And Old Soul Pammy, thank you so much for your contribution. She said she's moving to Puerto Morelos next summer, and would love to see us there.
They have a great wreck dive out there, and they get those sharks, the bull sharks, that are they get pregnant bull sharks there, that it's just such a great dive. If you do dive, it's a great place to go.
If we go there, absolutely.
You got it.
So yeah, no like big goal, like travel agency or anything like that. Just go with the flow, and who knows what'll happen. I think that's kind of the beautiful thing, like seeing it organically grow and getting to meet so many of you, even if it is virtual. Like, we feel like you're a part of our family, and it's really cool. I never thought ever that we would be YouTubers. It's still, Adam can tell you, like, how many times do I jump around and say, like, is this real?
At least twice a week, maybe 3 times.
I'm like, is this real life? Like, this is just crazy to me.
And thank you, Anthrax Lawrence. I don't mind being the cool teacher that you had in high school.
And thank you, Disc Maestro. Keep it up. Oh, I love that little sticker. That's so cute.
It's the avocado. I like it.
Oh, Gary Jones. Hey, Gary. He said, we've been traveling around Mexico quite a while now. Are you still on tourist cards? We will get to that very shortly as well.
And do you feel famous yet from Shelley Parker?
No.
It is so wonderful, though, when we were just at El Grito, we had 5 different groups of people come up to us and be like, hey, the Country Collect. Like, it feels great knowing that when Mexican people come up to us and thank us for sharing their culture and their country, like,
and everyone else.
Well, absolutely.
But the goal is never to get famous. Like, that honestly scares me. I'm like, I do not want that recognition. But if it's in a good way, we're inspiring and helping people, okay. But I look at, like, some of the celebrities, and they can't even, like, go to the grocery store. I know we'll never be like that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
But no, it is really nice when people stop us in public and just tell them how we've inspired them. Like I said, that's what keeps us going and what the whole channel is about. So, yeah. It's like I go on vacation through you too. Oh, Christine, that's amazing.
And you're always welcome. You are all always welcome to come on vacation with us.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I know I'm just reading all of the comments.
They're coming in so quick. I love it.
All right. Do we speak Spanish? How difficult is it to get around if you don't speak Spanish? Go ahead.
I'll field this one. So of the 2 of us, Heidi is definitely far more of a Spanish speaker than I am. She puts in more time than I do, and shame on me because I keep on meaning to. And one of the things is traveling around Mexico, a lot of people speak very good English, and I feel like a lot of people want to practice their English with you. Once they find out you speak English, they jump right in. I can do the basics. I can get us food, of course, a place to stay, accommodate transportation and stuff like that. I'm also very good. I call it situational language. Wherever you are in the world, people are saying the same things. They're having the same conversations. When you get in a cab, how you doing? Where you going? When you meet somebody, hello, what's your, it's something that I'm good at. So I sort of like use it as a crutch to not get a better vocabulary, but I am trying to learn more because I think it's so important because it really enriches your experience as well. So you can get by without speaking fluently, but
it's always good to know.
It is always good to know. And it feels good to be able to be part of that culture that much more.
And it's very respectful of the culture to know, just a little bit of phrases, especially thank you, hello, how are you, and stuff to get around, like, ¿dónde estás? Like, I don't know, just little stuff. And I did Duolingo for a little bit. I don't think it helped that much. But then just, being out and talking to people, like listening to people, I'll like eavesdrop a little bit, but it's been helping me with my Spanish. So, and Google Translate. Definitely download Google Translate and download it offline. So when you come here and it's offline, you can even speak into it, right?
And it will,
and it'll translate it for you.
It's a crazy new world.
Yeah, you can put your phone up and put the camera on, and it will translate like everything for you into whatever language.
And I don't know how many of you have been traveling for a long time, but for me, 25 years ago when I started traveling, the only way to get information was a Lonely Planet. I walked around with this giant Lonely Planet, and you look through it and then just ask people stuff. Nowadays, there's so many things available to you that just make it so much easier and allow you to be able to do so much more. Hey, Lucy, thank you so much.
Lucy Garcia, thank you so much.
Tyler.
And Tyler Webb, birthday buddy.
Hey, happy birthday, Tyler.
Well, we had the same birthday.
I know. I'm just giving them the.
What cameras do you use?
Um,
GoPros.
Primarily,
Yeah.
we just got a GoPro 11, I think it is,
Yeah.
and it is so nice. But yeah, we use GoPros. We have a drone, and we use my iPhone mostly. So it's we try to keep it simple. We have a big camera, but it honestly
I wish we had the GoPros here. We have the GoPro and then with the vlog setup, so that's why the audio is a bit better than if you're just using the GoPro by itself. And then Adam you just got the new iPhone, right?
Yeah, I did.
But we were just using like the iPhone 9, 10.
When we started out, we were using like the iPhone 7.
Like this one right here.
And now we have the 13. I got it.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like if you're planning on starting a channel or anything, you want to create content, like I feel like a lot of people are worried that they don't have the best equipment. All you need to do is just start with what you have. That's what we did.
Yeah.
And
the best camera is the camera you have.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what you want. It matters what you can capture, what you're doing right now with. And
you just got to believe in yourself. And, a lot of people, there's going to be trolls. There's going to be people that tell you you're cringe. We get it all the time. But you know what? You just got to brush it off and keep on the path that you want, what you're doing. These are your goals. You can't let these people you don't even know, who don't know you, sitting in their mom's basement, write to you and make you feel bad about what you're doing. You should be so proud of yourself.
Oh, I mean, we got one the other day, cracks me up. We weren't tan enough. You've been in Mexico for a year and your skin is not dark enough. I'm like, what? We use sunscreen. We try to protect ourselves from skin cancer. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, all right. Let's see. What is the next one? All right, I like this one. What are our 2 favorite foods in Mexico? For this one, we would love you to comment your favorite Mexican dishes so we can see that. Why don't you start?
Oh, well, this
maybe I should go because this could take a while.
Some time into this. I think chilaquiles, top of my list. There are so many varieties with the different moles, the green, the red, the things that you can have. And then my second one, I would probably go with pastor, anything. I love seeing is it a trompo?
The trompo, yeah.
The big spinning meat.
There's you just feel like heaven when you see it. It's like,
there's 100 pounds of meat coming down and it's just dripping delicious. And they're called pastoreros. Guy, there's a guy, his title, his entire thing is to take a very sharp knife and just carve very thin slices of this pastor pork off, and then the pineapples on top, and he just does a quick little, and it like drops off onto the taco, and I'm blown away every time. Thank you for that, all you pastoreros.
You're drooling. Let me wait. I love it. Everyone's coming through here. Oh, thank you so much, Heather. I look forward to all your future adventures. You're amazing, little Sita. Thank you.
Mole. I definitely.
Chilaquiles.
Carnitas.
Adam. Yeah, chilaquiles.
What kind of mole? There's so many different kinds, at least 7.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't really a huge fan of the mole, like the dark traditional mole in Oaxaca. And some of you probably beat me up for that, but I really love the coloradito.
Oh, man.
Wow. Amazing.
So good. El Fagon.
All of them, Adam. John, you're so funny. One of the most common questions we get, how aren't you 300 pounds? And I think it's so funny because, well, just to tell you, we don't eat like that every day.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So you see one day out of our week. And of course we want to pack as much as we can into those videos for you, show you, all the food, the delicious, traditional foods and other types of foods that we can. So,
I mean, I've been a lot of places, but I feel like the food here is such a huge part of the experience. I mean, that's not to say it's not true about other places, but it is just like you said, every state is something different. And it's just, they have this specialty. They have everything else too. But then the uchepos we had in Morelia, it was
that's what I wrote down. My favorite food more recently was in Michoacan, the uchepos, which were little corn, they're tamales, but it was sweet corn,
like cornbread almost.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then the sopa tarasca, it is just like a cool traditional tomato soup sort of, it was just very hearty and brought me back to home for some reason a little bit. Like,
Oh yeah.
it was just so good. But yeah, we always explain it, like when we're in taxis with the drivers, obviously Mexican drivers, they ask us how we love their country, and we always say, like, each state is like its own country here.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
And people ask us why we've been here for so long, and it's because of that.
Yeah.
Everything is, the culture is different, the food, the people, the landscapes, everything. And yeah,
it's so different, but there's
incredible.
also so much of the same, like what we were just talking about transportation before. Something people don't really like. There's Uber here. There's the same things that we have at home. Uber Eats will come and drop you off food. You can order your Uber and they'll take you around. Like, they have free Wi-Fi in so many places around Mexico. I'm like, why don't we have this at home? Why don't we have free Wi-Fi all over? But here, it's something that you can. I mean, especially in like Mexico City or the larger cities, there's just like Wi-Fi all over the place.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then we also book Airbnbs with a kitchen. Someone just asked what type of food we cook at home, because I always try to book a place with a kitchen, because I do like eating certain foods. You can't eat out all the time, but just normal stuff, eggs in the morning,
tuna.
I love cooking. Yeah, scrambled eggs. Breakfast is like one of my favorites. Yeah, we have tuna fish on tostadas a lot. I am gluten-free. I have been just for a little bit now. And so, yeah, it's been easier eating in than eating out a lot of the time. So.
I do miss having a good grill. It's something that most Airbnbs don't have. I love just marinating some meat and just throwing it on the grill.
Adam's like the grill master.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, he's really good at grilling, and then I'll like make the sides. So before we started this YouTube channel, that's what we would normally do.
Alejandro, we've been traveling in Mexico for about a year and a half now.
Yeah. All right. What comforts do we miss from home? First, for me, my family and friends, of course. That's my main thing I miss from home. And then what else did I write? Oh, also being able to use the water freely and not having to worry about it. Like when I went home last time, you forget how, what's the word?
How convenient it is, how easy it is to just turn the faucet on.
Yeah.
And like I'm a faucet drinker. I'm sorry, don't hold that against me. I just love to turn it on and just hit it right from the tap.
But being able, like, when I'm in the shower here, sometimes I'll put water in my mouth and then be like, oh my God, I shouldn't do that. Or like you wash your hands here and you got to make sure they're dry before you touch your
brushing
food.
your teeth. I mean, it's little things that you don't even think about. Like when I went home this past time, I washed a glass and then I put it in the drying rack and then I went to get another glass and my dad was like, why don't you just use the glass you just cleaned? And I'm like, it has to dry first, Dad. I don't want to get sick. And I'm like, oh, wait a second. I can have droplets of water on here and eat it. Washing a salad,
washing your produce,
washing your produce.
Use drops. If you want it to be clean. We don't use drops, but maybe that's why we've been sick a couple times.
I guess it could be.
But yeah, the water situation and then flushing your toilet paper. Oh my God. When I was home last time, I was like, yeah, like put that in the toilet. I remember my mom, like one of the previous times I went home, she's like, are you throwing your toilet paper in the garbage? I'm like, oh my God, after being here for so long, you just get used to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry.
It's your habit now. It's just like, oh, wait a second, I can do what? Sometimes we go places where you can flush toilet paper and I'll look around and be like, where's the trash can in here?
Yeah.
Like it's
odd. It feels so like alien now to flush it. You like just feel like you're doing something bad, but it's because of their septics, right?
Yeah.
We should probably be throwing our toilet paper
we probably
in the bin at home too. Would probably save our septics a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
And
when I say I drink out of the tap, whoever just said Nonix 3, it's filtered water that comes out of the tap.
Oh yeah.
At our home. So
yeah. Oh no, I almost died from Giardia in rural Mexico just from brushing my teeth. We actually, right when we got here, we met somebody and he said that his cousin or someone like that got super, super sick from brushing their teeth with the tap water here because we had been doing that. So now we use bottled water. I remember we were in a hostel and this girl like kind of shamed me. She's like, you're brushing your teeth with bottled water? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I always kind of thought of it as like I'm building up my biome, like getting exposed to whatever. But my aunt, who's a nurse in New Jersey, hey, Aunt Lenore, she said there can be heavy metals and stuff in the water that you don't even know about. So it's not even just about the water not having bacteria in it. It's about the water being the pipes the water's coming in could be 100 years old. You don't know. So you really should be looking out for yourself. We were in the Philippines a few years ago, and I bought a soda on the side of the road that just had a little, the ice obviously hadn't been purified, but I popped it open and there was like a drop of water on the top that I got in my mouth. And within a couple of hours, I had to be hospitalized. I was like in quarantine.
It was the scariest like moment of my life. Like we had to get off this island, get him on a bus. Somehow
like
this little
little
bus had Wi-Fi on it. I have no clue how. I got him like travel insurance right away. On the way there, we went past like so many funeral places and cemeteries, and he's just like dying on me with all these red spots on
Heidi
him.
asking
like,
a friendly Filipino woman,
die
we
on
don't
me.
want an expensive hospital, but we don't want a very cheap hospital either. So maybe you could, give us a medium hospital. And I just I was kind of coming in and going out. I just remember my doctor in flip-flops and me being like locked in a room. And it took like 2 weeks and I could barely walk when we left.
They did blood tests like every day. I swear you had like dengue fever too or something.
Maybe,
but I thought it was dengue, but then you said that you drank from the bad water. So I don't know what it is.
I didn't drink from the bad water. I didn't wipe the top off my Coke, which is something.
We don't know what it was, but he had to do like physical therapy for like 2 months after because he could barely walk. Like his joints were.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and people are like, "Why are you still traveling to all these exotic places?" Because the memories and the stories that we make and the stories that we have.
You can get sick anywhere. You can get sick in the States. You can get, it's just a reality of life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. What is something we don't miss about the United States? For me, it's definitely the news cycle and that negativity. I feel like, it just goes. I go back to me sitting at my grandpa's house and like the news is on and it's just one bad thing after the other. And I think that really like seeps into you and as a culture, as people, as everything. And it's just so easy to fall into that negative cycle. Yeah. And here we don't have, there is news, but we don't watch it.
Well, I also think it's not as prevalent. Like at home, you hear people are talking about it. They're talking about what's going, and it like never ends. It's always something more. It just seems like it's always bad news. And, I guess it's also partially here because we don't watch.
Like ignorance is bliss, I guess in a way, like we're not really there here.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean? Like
I feel like we're more present here in a lot of ways because, it takes more like the language, the getting around, watching out for each other, making sure that we're taken care of. So you're not just like going through the motions and watching the news.
And we're always moving from place to place. We're always on the move. So we don't really have time to really check in on that kind of stuff. What about you? Something you don't miss? Is it different?
Yeah, I mean, I come from New Jersey and I feel like life there is so fast and it's so loud and, like everyone's always going and going and going. And it's not everyone, obviously, but it seems like work is king. And, it's the mentality of when I retire, I'll be able to enjoy myself. But, it's that mentality of working constantly and not knowing your neighbor. Like we have big fences around our houses. I feel like it's just, we're so disconnected. And when you walk around in Mexico, there's such this feeling of community. There's such an incredible way that people interact with each other and help each other out. Even the homeless guy in the street, people are helping him out. The musician, like it seems like the people are grateful for the musicians. The people are grateful for everyone and they really care. And you'll see like the whole generations of families together walking around. And it's just, it's like really special. Mm-hmm. And I feel like when I go for a walk at home, I'm like completely isolated from everybody. Like everyone's got their headphones in. Everyone's got when you go to the store, no one's like, hey, can you help me out? Like I was at the store yesterday at the supermarket and this old man stopped me and talked to me for like 15 minutes about using old hard bread in soup.
And you weren't like, sorry, I'm in a rush. I have to go.
He was
maybe we would be back home. Yeah. Like you feel, I don't know.
When the bread gets old, you take it and you put it in the soup. It's very delicious. Tomato soup can be good, or corn soup, but don't pay too much for your soup. And he like walked me through the prices and what I should pay. And I'm like, thank you. You know, like it was just great.
I think being here has kind of forced us to slow down and just, appreciate what we have and kind of, see those differences from back home to here and just know that it kind of puts it in your face, like what not to take advantage of.
Oh, for sure. And I don't know, I missed the question went by, but it said, Adam, why are you not hungry yet? And the answer is yes, I am hungry. I had a snack before we started, and I don't have coffee because I already drank my cold brew this morning.
We're having steak and potatoes after this.
That's right. We're going for that nice, home feeling with that steak and potato.
Let's see. Going into the next question, do we get homesick? And how often do we fly back home? Yes, of course, I get homesick. My family is very, very important to me, and I fly back home every 4 months or so. You guys never see that because we make enough content so you don't have to go without. So yeah, I'm always sneaking home every 4 months, which is great for me, which leads into, do we have our residency here? People, you've seen us here this whole time. You didn't know that we leave every so often. So no, we do not. We are on the tourist permit that every time I came back in, I've gotten 6 months with no.
It just changed. If you don't know, the FMM
anything.
forms are gone now.
Yeah.
So you just show up and they just stamp your passport. So it's
and
a very
she
different.
Wrote, 180 days on it. Same with you, right?
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, we were just home, a couple of weeks ago for 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
And the thing with Mexico is it's such a great country for allowing people to come here. Like we can leave and come back, and they don't really put restrictions on you, especially during COVID. And when we come in, we just ask for the maximum amount, and we've never had a problem. They just say, okay, and they let us in, and it's great. I usually just tell them, like, I love your country, and I want to go to every state and do everything that we can.
Just suck up a little bit. They're like, you got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, the next one, how do we deal with stress from moving place to place so frequently and not getting burnt out?
I saw some questions here about asking about burnt out. Thank you for looking out for us. We do appreciate you.
I think us going the most time that we feel burnt out is when we're about to go home, because we have to film. We have to do 2 to 3 weeks of work within the 2 to 3 weeks prior. So 5 weeks of work within 2 weeks or whatever it is. So that's always really challenging for us. But then having that time off with our family, it's worth it. But then when we come back, we have to get
you're starting over again. Yeah.
So it's really important for us to, that we've learned over this journey to deal with the stress is getting ahead. So for example, next week's video, we already have filmed. So that takes the pressure off of us to plan, film, and edit a video.
If it rains, you want to shoot on the nicest day possible because you want to show the real beauty of a place. So, if it rains on Tuesday, we were going to shoot them because we're already ahead. You can shoot it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And that is a huge thing as well, because it's like not having something looming over you. It's kind of like a little farther away.
Yeah.
And it is I think one of the questions coming up is about how much time goes into the videos.
Yeah.
And the truth is it's a lot of time. It looks like we're just hanging out and not partying, but just having a great time. And we are, but Heidi plans for days.
I think the planning takes about a day, and then the filming takes a day, and then Adam edits 3 to 5 days, depending on how big it is.
Yeah, and going out and getting B-roll, flying the drone, trying to get, all the things we need to fill it in.
And when that guy asked or said, you're so white for being here, I'm like, yeah, because we are working on our computers pretty much every day. We don't go out and lay on the beach. You know what I mean? We're working hard, and we're happy to.
Oh, for sure. And, the other thing is it's finding time for each other as well. We've recently started, we're done at 6:00, and at 6:00, the computers go away and we'll go out for a walk and make dinner, just spend time together, enjoy each other's company, because it's just like anything else. If you don't take time to enjoy it, it just becomes another job. And we don't really want it to be like that.
And it's so easy to be working all the time, especially, you know, with social media. Like,
you're right. We get comments, we get questions, and you can just always go on and have something new to do. So it's setting boundaries for each other so that we can, you know, have more time, meditating when we can, trying to get enough sleep. That's a huge one, is getting enough sleep.
We need to go to bed earlier. We say this every night. We're going to go to bed at 9:30 and it's like midnight.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, it's all right. But yeah, I think that's a good lesson in life for any couple or any person, is just trying to find that balance between work and your social life. And it's not always easy. And we've definitely been through it all,
up and down,
ups and downs. And
you know, sometimes you do feel a little bit of that burnout, and then, you know, you try and take a step back and realize just how lucky we are, how fortunate we are. I don't like to say lucky because we made conscious choices and decisions that have brought us to this point. So, you know, it's sacrifices and it's hard work, and it's also passion and something that we love sharing with you. Like, just seeing these comments come through right now, it makes my heart feel so good knowing that
there's 500 people here.
I mean, we could fill an auditorium.
I love that.
I hope somebody brought donuts and cakes for people.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Someone said, has your family come down to visit? No, they haven't.
My sister came for New Year's last year. Hey, Jody. Thanks. Yeah.
I think it's hard because we're always moving.
And always working.
And we don't know where we're going to be all the time. Like last week, I'd planned to be somewhere completely different than where we are now. Like, our plans completely change all the time. And because we have to have a new video out every week, or we want to, it's like, you know, you always have to be going someplace else. So it's hard to really make like finite plans. I hope to get my dad to come down to Mexico.
I'd love for my parents to come down.
I want him to see it. Maybe take him to Puerto Morelos or something like that. Maybe spend Christmas here. I'm not too sure, but maybe just show him the beauty of it so he can get out of Michigan in the winters. Maybe even get him a girlfriend.
Oh.
He'd love that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
So yeah. All right. Let's see. What's the next one?
Someone just asked about nightclubs in Cancun. You know, we don't party that much.
Even though he's from New Jersey, like GTL, Gym Tan Laundry.
There is that main strip in town where all the nightclubs are, so that'd probably be your best bet. But yeah, it's I kind of, the alcohol, like I feel like we used to enjoy it more, but the cost, like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, the next day for Heidi's birthday, we went out and we had one Corona each, and we had to take a nap. Like, we finished the Corona and we took a nap for an hour. And it was
God, we don't drink that much at all anymore. No. And when we do, it's just not worth it the next day. Like, I get anxious, I can get depressed, and it's
Unless it's nice mezcal. If it's nice mezcal.
Yeah, a little bit of mezcal, fine. Just have a couple mezcals or a couple tequilas. But when you start mixing stuff and all that, it's like terrible.
Yeah.
You know, when I go home and I'm with my girlfriends, we like to get a little turn up, and that's fun. And I definitely pay for it the next day or two. That's okay, but no, we don't.
Also, it just went by, I missed who said it, but we don't use a Mexican bank. We actually use our banks from home.
Well, that's a big question people ask.
It is. There are so many different ATMs and banks here. Santander's one we have at home that they also have here. I use Charles Schwab, as well as I have a Chase card that really gives me some great benefits with points and stuff. And I think Heidi has the same in a different bank.
But I use TD Bank, and I have a checking through them, and they pay me back all the fees from the ATM,
which is huge. Same here with mine. So we don't. And I think that's the biggest thing when you're traveling is you don't want to feel like you have to take out a ton of money every time you go to the ATM, because you're walking around with all that money, and what if something happens? So not having that hanging over your head, like, oh, is it going to cost me $10 to get out stuff? We tend to use Banco Azteca
and Citibanamex.
And Citibanamex, they charge 31 pesos, which is like $1.50, which is way more affordable than even the
Yeah.
charges we get at home when we try
And
to
we
use
always
ATM.
recommend using pesos because you will save money. They charge you way more if you're going to use US dollars than when you use pesos.
And another big thing, I mean, make sure to let your bank know that you're going to be traveling. This way they don't shut your card off. But most places, especially in these tourist destinations, take credit cards,
Yeah.
even at like the convenience stores. So you don't even have to have cash on you most of the time because you can just swipe your card.
Yeah. Great. Cool. I love all these extra questions we didn't even plan for. That's great. Greetings from Downey, California.
Hey. Wow, there's so many.
Emilio Donis. Hi, Adam and Heidi. Can you send some greetings to my wife, Rita? Hi, Rita.
Hey, Rita.
They're from Orem, Utah. Oh my gosh, I love Utah.
Oh gosh, Utah was one of those like
if you
such beautiful
decide to
places.
live in Mexico, which city do you like to live? Oh, we answered that at the beginning. Again, it would probably be like Oaxaca City,
yeah.
Or over in the Riviera Maya. But yeah, thank you so much for your support. All right, let's see.
Next question.
Have we ever felt unsafe? If any of you have seen our Xochimilco video, we did have an issue there, and I believe that was the only time we have felt unsafe here.
Absolutely. And you know, like it was such an unfortunate incident. We were with our friends Laura and Ruben. Hey guys out there. We had such a wonderful time even just leading up to the incident. And then the incident actually led to meeting a wonderful Mexican American family that helped us get back, and they were so concerned about us. And the comments we've gotten about just the concern or how much it's helped people, you know, it almost makes it worth it. So, you know, like walking around here, I feel very safe personally. And, you know, we don't go out in the middle of the night. We're not drinking and wandering around the streets. We tend to stay in, you know, nicer places. So it's not like, you know, like anywhere there's going to be, I'm from New Jersey, there are bad places in lots of different areas. So you just have to be careful where you are. And I think Heidi really planned so well in keeping us in beautiful areas. And then, you know, just trying to keep a good head on your shoulders and, you know, be careful when you go out.
It really is unfortunate how the media, especially back home, portrays Mexico. Even in the Hollywood movies, you know, they put that sepia filter on it and it just looks so old and dungy.
The desert.
And, and you know, like it's just so scary and dangerous.
Nobody wants you around, you know, you're an outsider. And it's just so far from the truth, at least where we've experienced. Maybe there's other places we haven't been where it is like that, but in 20 states, we've been to 20 states now, incredible. We've just only met wonderful or mostly wonderful people that have just really been there to support us and look out for us.
So don't be scared. Like, I know it can be a little scary going someplace that you haven't been, but you can do it. We believe in you.
Oh, for sure. And I've been there
keep
too.
Your wits about
I've been all over the world. And, you know, like I remember in the beginning, you know, like I had like my little purse under my, not my purse, but like my little like passport thing, like hidden under my shirt, and my money was in my shoe. But, you know, like the thing.
Do that if that makes you feel good, having
There's
those
nothing
little
wrong with
purses
that.
And stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, do that for sure. I always keep like, you know, my important stuff close to my body.
Oh, absolutely.
Just in case something were to happen.
And I keep a copy of my passport just in case. I don't tend to walk around with my passport just in case, not that I get robbed, but what if I lose it? What if I leave it in a cab? What if something happens? Like, so I try to keep my passport in a secure location. And then if I need it, I have that, and I keep my driver's license with me, which has pretty much been fine for ID everywhere we've been in Mexico.
That's funny. I have friends who live in Compton and Inglewood, and they tell us not to go to Mexico because it's dangerous. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I know. It's like you kind of just have to use your own judgment and do what you want to do. If we listened to all the advisories, we wouldn't have gone to half the places in the world we've been and made all of these beautiful memories. So,
and you know, like it's just like back home in the States. There, you hear about bad things that happen. The United States is massive. So if there is a shooting or there is something bad that goes on, it's not everywhere in the US. And that's the same thing in Mexico. Like, yes, stuff does happen. There are bad people everywhere, but you know what? Mexico is huge. And as long as you're not running in those circles for the most part, you should be fine.
Yeah. Someone just asked, "What's the worst weather we've encountered?" I feel like we absolutely lucked out this rainy season. I feel like we kind of skirted around everything. We were
Yeah.
inland, like at altitude a lot of the time, so we actually haven't encountered bad weather
At all.
Yeah. We did
Knock on
actually when
wood.
we were in Isla Holbox before we started this. We were there in November, right?
Yeah.
And it rained there were a tropical storm had come through right before we got there, and the roads were flooded like above our knees.
Yeah.
Oh, Gringo Pines, thank you so much. We hope you're having a great time in your cabin in Creel. Oh, we can't wait to get there. He says, come to Mexico, one and all. How beautiful is that?
Thanks, DNA, for reminding me. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button.
And
and ding, ling, 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 the bell.
Come on, you can't forget that.
Subscribe, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, next one. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned from traveling? I thought this was a really
This is a really great question. And, honestly, it has humbled me. I don't know. I can't speak for Heidi, but it's humbled me in so many ways. I think it's really easy to get that, like, I'm the center of the universe. I'm the center of the world mentality. And like when you go away and you see the world as it is in a different light, when it's not just a resort. There's nothing wrong with traveling to resorts or going to, all-inclusive places. But when you actually like get out and you see the world as it is and you experience the people, you find this kindness that I didn't know existed before. And like I think I mentioned before, I thought that I had Mexico figured out. And then we came here, and every day for the past year and a half has been an adventure that has opened my eyes to something different, to different people, to different feelings, to different beliefs. And it just has made me, I think it's made me a better person. Like I always said, travel makes you a better person. And there's like the cliche saying that if you don't travel, there's only one page in your book.
Yeah.
And I want to have a huge book when I'm finally done, if I'm ever done.
You already do.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah. For me, I wrote that to live in the moment definitely teaches you that because if you plan too far in advance, it can all come crumbling down. To live humbly, like you said, that a smile goes a long way.
Oh, man.
And
keeping an open mind, allowing yourself to experience these things.
We're so much more alike than we think too, right? Everyone in the world, what do you think they're all striving for?
Happiness.
Well, happiness and to have those basic necessities. It's what we all need, right? Shelter, food, water, companionship, community,
socks.
That sort of stuff. Socks, t-shirts, underwear, the three basic needs. So yeah, when you really pull it all down,
when you peel back the layers,
you can see that we're all just basically wanting the same thing in life. And it really is so humbling. I've learned that I don't need much to be happy and to find my joy. You find joy in those little things. And a lot of the time, back home, when we're unhappy, we're like, oh, well, I'm going to go buy myself something. Well, that happiness only lasts for a short period of time until you get that bill and you're like, oh, crap, or whatever. And then, that those material objects become shackles and they kind of bound you to the place that you are.
What's going to happen to my stuff? Somebody going to steal my stuff? Who's going to take care of my stuff?
They become a hindrance almost. So really shedding all of our stuff. We didn't have a lot of stuff to start with, but shedding that, living out of a bag, it's just so freeing, and we can really focus on the other stuffs that bring a lot more joy to our lives.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 100%.
Hi, Ray Sanchez.
Can you
give us a love bug hug?
Hug bug!
Oh, that's so sweet. We love doing that with you guys. We hope you can feel the hugs
and just so you know, when you're not here, we're still playing this game. Yeah. Today there was a kiss bug. There were two next to each other. It's just it's a fun way. You don't want to know
what we do when there's 5.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, there was something I was reading, like the Bill Bryson's The Body Book, and he talks about how the only thing that really separates us all biologically is like a millimeter of skin. If you took away our just that millimeter of skin, we would all be, I mean, it would be terribly painful and whatever, but we would all be the same. You know, like it doesn't matter if you're black, if you're brown, if you're yellow, whatever color you are, we're all the same people, like Heidi said, at the core. And it's like discovering that for the first time. Not the first, but just like knowing that and feeling that really makes such a big difference for us.
Yeah. Aw, Lady Lucy, thank you so much for the beautiful sticker.
And there is one huge lesson that we have both learned worldwide, not just Mexico, but always carry a roll of toilet paper.
Adam brought this out before we started this, and I'm like, what is that for? He's like, you know, like if we have to blow our nose or something. And I'm like, no, we can use it for.
Because it's so true. I mean, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes at home, it's just like, oh, there's toilet paper, no big deal. There's not always toilet paper, people. Yeah. So make sure to carry some with you.
And thank you so much. Something to do. They said, keep on keeping on. You two inspire us.
Thank you so much.
Well, you inspire us to keep doing this too. So thank you. Awesome. And there's Lawrence Anthrax. Hey, buddy.
He was the one who asked if I was hungry yet. Oh, no. He was the one who asked if I was that I was the teacher that everyone liked, the cool teacher. Thanks, Lawrence. He does. He makes great comments.
Adam learned of the toilet paper in a danger moment. LOL.
Oh man, you have no idea. And it wasn't just one. It's happened
multiple times. We won't get into that.
I don't always learn my lesson the first time.
There's Powell 33007. So happy you made it as YouTubers, one of my favorite channels. So much. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And I love your little pelican icon. Today, wait, I'm probably going to blow it. It's okay.
It's okay.
So we have next week is going to be our last inland video. And then we're taking you to the beach. And we're on the beach right now, and we're so excited. We know this is going to go over very well for a lot of you who have been wanting us to get back here. I won't say the place yet, but we are back at the beach, and today we were taking a little walk, and I saw the pelicans like glide over the waves. That is one of my absolute favorite things.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was just like being in the moment like that. So seeing your little icon just brought me back to that. Adam, you are adorable and funny.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. In Mexico, you need moneda with your teepee. That is true. In Mexico, you have to pay for the public bathrooms.
You do. And normally they do a great job of keeping them clean, which is what you're paying for.
Yeah.
But yes, you do need about 5 pesos, 5 to 7 pesos. I think the most we've ever paid is 10. But
Yeah, but just know that you got to carry around, keep your change here. Change is like, Adam hoards change here.
There's something, and I know this isn't one of your questions, but something I deal with every day. You cannot get change. You know, something costs 50 pesos. I give them 100 and they're like, no cambio. I'm like, no cambio? I'm giving you $5 for something that costs $2.50. You don't have change for that. And
well, they're hoarding it too because they want to have change for the next.
And like sometimes I try to pay and they'll point at my little money clip and they're like, cambio, and I'm like, no, this is my cambio. I don't think so.
Yeah, someone, Junior Roman keeps saying Huatulco. We have been to Huatulco.
Huatulco was great. We did a video there.
Hi, Jessica.
The bays were
Thank
beautiful.
You so much. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, everyone, again. All right.
Isla Mujeres.
Back to Isla Mujeres. Yeah, Isla Mujeres, please. We love the Island of Women. That is one of our favorite places. All right. What do we love most about Mexican culture? I feel like we've talked about that quite a bit.
People, music,
but something for
food.
Me, I think that was really special and that I realized right away was how important family and their faith is to them. And I think it creates this like beautiful family dynamic that back in the United States, we have kind of gotten away from. I feel like we push individualism maybe a little too much back home. Like, you know, be a man, or you do this on your own, or do that. And here it seems like the family, you know, helps each other out more. And we've noticed it in other countries, like in Thailand, like 3 or 4 generations will live together. And, you know, some of the time or a lot of the time it is out of necessity. But I just find that so beautiful.
Yeah. And they are there for each other. Mm-hmm. And, you know, something you'll find in, we'll say developing nations, like it's that people, because they don't have so much, they have so much. you know, like in their hearts, and they are so open to each other, and they are so open to experiences and sharing. Like they don't have much, but they'll share it with you, and they want you to have it, and you know, that's such a beautiful thing.
I know. And like Adam was talking about having the fences around the homes, like back home, you don't know your neighbor. Like we talked to some people here, like in the smaller pueblos, and they're like, what? Like, how do you not know your neighbor? It's such a weird concept. In Thailand, we talked to people about that, and they're just like, why? Like, what's the point of that? It's just a different mentality that.
Oh, for sure. And it's just how you grew up. It's where you grew up.
Hi, James Blanchard.
Hey, James.
He said, keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
Hey, Junior Roman. Love you too.
He loves you. He's the guy who just said you were so cute. Oh my God. I got competition.
Heidi is a cutie.
Oh, Marcos.
Marcos, I am watching you. Marcos.
Are you all in the state of Oaxaca? No, we are not, actually. How about a live What's That Sound?
What's that sound?
I'm gonna run away.
What's that sound? It took a few tries to get like the what's that sound?
I think
he means like an actual live video of what's that sound. Yeah.
Like you make a noise right now. What's that sound? Run.
It was silent.
Plug your nose, people. Plug your nose. All right. Let's see. This is so much fun. Wow. And we were a little nervous to do this.
Oh, for sure.
But we're so happy we're here.
I mean, we're talking to our friends. We're talking to our family.
Kyle McConnell. What's up? The cat's out of the bag.
Juanita Lopez.
Did you guys study anything in college?
I mean, I didn't study much.
Yeah, you did.
I'm just kidding. I studied. I have a degree in marine biology, and I minored in Renaissance art and architecture, specifically in Italy.
Oh gosh, you're a worldly man.
That's right.
And I studied marketing at Michigan State. And I'll be honest, I had no clue what I wanted to do, and I still don't. If you want to speak like professionally wise, this is what I want to do, you know, but like if I had to go back to school, I would have no idea. So this is absolutely wonderful what we're doing. And I feel like my dad will be happy because I am using, you know, that degree. I market our channel. How about that?
Absolutely.
There we go.
I mean, that's why I went into scuba diving, because there weren't any jobs in marine biology that I could get. And I was like, you know what? The truth is, I just wanted to be in the ocean every day. I didn't want to be in an office. And you know, being a scuba diving instructor allowed me to do that. And now this journey we're on allows me to also share the incredible nature of the world and maybe raise some awareness about, you know, the plight of our oceans and the beauty of it, and how we should all just do whatever we can to really try and enjoy it while we have it.
Hi, Ray Sanchez. He said we should visit the most modern city in Latin America, which is Monterrey. We have heard, and I've seen pictures. It looks incredible.
They make great cheese.
Monterey cheddar.
Monterey cheddar.
And he said, greetings from Mazamitla, Jalisco, which is just south of Lago de Chapala, correct?
Yeah.
Is for that? I think so.
Jalisco was great.
We wanted to go there, but we didn't get the chance. Yeah. Unfortunately.
We'll have to go back.
There's all these places, you know, that I have written down. So when we go back to those areas, we can do them.
Best diving we did was in Cozumel, I think. So far, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great. Another Juancho Lemus, thank you so much. Juancho, I hope I'm saying that correct.
Juancho.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Jeremy and Sylvia.
And Venado 25. Venado means deer. Saludos from Jeremy and Sylvia. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We love you too.
I'm a Sagittarius, by the way. I'm not a Gemini.
Oh, I'm a Libra. Gemini, Libra.
It was Hattie's birthday 2 days ago. Happy birthday.
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
He knows nothing. And Phoenix, oh my gosh. Thank you so much again. We want to hear more cheesy lines you do sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. They're coming.
Like now, I think.
You have to give me
on the spot. Think of them, okay? Okay. But thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the happy birthdays. Let's see, where can I get your merch? Unfortunately, we had to close the shop because it just wasn't profitable. I think through
It was ending up costing us
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
we wanted to keep it open, but it just didn't make any sense because of the pandemic. The pricing of products just rose like crazy.
We hope to open
skyrocketed.
another one
Mhm.
in the future, but yeah, it
Yeah.
was just, it wasn't, with like the taxes went up and all the shipping fees, and it just made it so we couldn't do it anymore. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
We love seeing you in our gear, by the way.
Yes, we do. What's the biggest challenge we faced while being in Mexico, and what advice would we give based on this challenge? I don't think it's been a huge challenge, like traveling here. I think maybe just like we mentioned earlier, working on our like work/life balance.
Yeah.
But being in Mexico, like the country in of itself, I think it's been quite easy. Knock on wood.
Yeah. I mean, they really have so many of all the things we have at home. They have great supermarkets. They have easy transportation, even better than a lot of the things I've taken at home. Like I would take a Premier Plus bus over a Greyhound
Yeah.
any day of the week. You know,
Mhm.
it's just, it has been, it's beautiful, and it really is a great place. If you haven't traveled a lot, Mexico should be the first thing on your list,
Yeah.
because you can do anything, get anything.
It's set up very well. I know people talk about like they ask about the buses. We mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
You can just go from here to here. Like it's just so easy. Everything is connected.
Infrastructure,
Mhm.
they have it all. So it hasn't been too much of a struggle compared to some other places we've been in the world, for sure.
John Elder, thank you so much for all of your support. We hope you have an amazing evening.
We really enjoyed Acapulco, to answer the question.
Yes, and Polo Bravo, thank you too. What did you think about Acapulco? Love the way you show Mexico.
It was
So,
beautiful.
yeah.
We had such a good time there.
And that was one place, and you know, the advisories on the internet that said like stay away, don't go there, like you will die.
Same thing in Cabo.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
there's so many, and again,
We
these
loved
places
it.
are massive.
Mhm.
You know, it could take you 5 hours to drive across some of these places, and
Mhm.
you know, the little town in the middle is wonderful and just really nice. The things we've experienced there.
Yeah. And of course
great.
there is crime and all that kind of stuff in Acapulco, but I think what happened back 14 years ago, something really bad happened. And ever since then it's just been slapped with this like don't go there, which I think it's a little harsh.
It is, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, because I remember like my friends in high school, they went to Acapulco for their spring break. Like it was, you know, a happening place, and unfortunately, yeah, stuff happened, and now people don't go there. But that's why we went there, and you know, we got to show you what we thought about it. Is a little rough around the edges, but you know, there's a lot of beauty there as well.
I like a little grit in my tacos.
You said dirt.
Dirt. Yeah, I do.
Like a little dirt. You said that one in Cancun.
Yeah.
Right? In
on the street. Video. Yeah, that's right.
First video back. So yeah, you just got to go see those places. What has surprised us the most in Mexico, I think, is just how much we love this country. We plan to maybe be here for like a couple months, and a year and a half later, it's like,
and there's still so much more.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Who does the research? Who edits? How many days do we dedicate? We kind of talked about that already. And what's our plan from here? So, like I said, we're on the coast. We'll just tell them, right?
Yeah.
We are in Mazatlan, here in the state of Sinaloa. We're going to be here for a couple weeks through Dia de los Muertos. I know a lot of you have been asking where we were going for that, but we had such an incredible experience last year in Oaxaca. We didn't really plan to go anywhere this year for it. We were like, wherever we are, if something happens, like we'll just enjoy it.
I mean, so much went into that video, such an explanation. And it's one of my favorite videos that we made, and one of my favorite experiences we had in Mexico. And, you know, like we were looking around, and the truth is it can be, if you haven't planned like months in advance, the prices
in Pátzcuaro
are crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the rooms were like $400 or $500 a night.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just way out of our budget.
Of course. Yeah.
But, you know, like it's just, we got so fortunate in Oaxaca to have that experience. So,
Mhm.
and like Heidi was saying, we don't always know we're going to be that far in advance, so it's hard to plan. But we're here, and we hear they have a great parade, and
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
So from here, we're actually planning to take the ferry across to Baja California Sur, but then go up to Loreto and then do Baja California to Tijuana, and then from there maybe head back down a bit. But yeah, we're not sure. There's so much more of Mexico that we want to see, but then we also want to move on and see a lot of the rest of the world with you as well. So our plan is to go to Belize and then travel all the way down to Antarctica. To loose plan, but that's something.
And maybe in the middle, fly to Asia and travel around for a bit, or Africa.
You just never know. So
there's just so much in this beautiful, wonderful world, and who knows what's going to happen from day to day. So it's a loose plan, but we hope you're going to be there with us for it, because like I said earlier, you make it all worthwhile.
You really do.
I've traveled so much, and I feel like it was just on the surface in so many places, but in Mexico, like the history that Heidi finds, that we share, like when I look at buildings now, I see them in such a different way. When I eat the food, I taste it in a different way. When I hear the music, I appreciate it in a different way. And that's something that is just, I never expected. And, it's you that did that for us, because,
I know.
I want to share it with you. I want to come up with more puns for you. I want to eat more food for you.
And I never appreciated history before coming to Mexico.
Claudia would say I never appreciated his puns before, but she still doesn't.
You were never this punny.
Ah, that's true.
He does it for you guys. He lets them slip here and there with me too, but he saves them mostly for you. So yeah. Oh, Ava Sanchez, thanks for taking us on your adventures. I'm excited to see you in Chihuahua and enjoy the delicious food. Thank you so much. This hour and a half just has flown by.
It really has. And it's, I know it sounds.
Oh, Heidi, why did you choke up when you were talking about Morelos? Oh, that just came out of nowhere when we were on the island of Janitzio. We were up in his fist, and I was just thinking about the sacrifice that all these people all over the world have made for our freedoms, and it's just so touching. We really need to appreciate.
And Morelos, he was a man that is probably, there's been very few that are like his equal in a lot of ways. Like, he was a priest, he was a warrior priest. He put down his Bible and he picked up his sword, and he fought for the freedom of his people, and it cost him his life. And he did that all for Mexico. And we'd been to his house in Morelia where he was born. We'd been to, we saw his actual priest robes. It really, even all the way back to the most beautiful town in Mexico, one of the most, Guanajuato, like his name is on, the building there, and you're like, wow, like the people have so much of a deep respect for him. And, to feel like you're part of that is, it's just significant, and it's hard to put into words. But
and I think continuing on through our travels, we'll definitely dive deeper into the history of places that we go to, because I think that was something that was missing from our travels prior.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Hey.
Chaos, $100 for 100 videos.
You guys.
Oh my gosh.
Tim, we appreciate both of you so much. Wow. Thank you for helping us to keep this whole dream going on.
Wow, you all are so amazing. And Robert, geez, I love the his little sticker. Geez, I'm just overwhelmed right now with all of your guys' kindness to us. This is really, really special.
Yeah.
Pete, hope we can meet in Mexico someday. Want to buy you both a cold Corona and enjoy your company. Absolutely. That's going to happen someday.
Throw in a mezcal with a little sal de gusano, and we got a deal.
Someone wrote, what will you do with all your generous support? Adam will eat some of it, but it'll definitely, some of it will go back to the locals every day.
We try to give something. We try to help in whatever way that we can.
And I was just talking about, I don't know if you guys know Aaron Murphy from Murph's Life. If you don't, you should look him up. He makes TikTok videos and Instagram videos of the beautiful work that he does all over.
It's
He's been
crazy.
in Mexico.
It's crazy what he
I think
does.
he's in Ecuador or El Salvador at the moment. But he finds people that are, need help. And he does, just amazing stuff.
He builds people houses, but he doesn't just build them a house. He builds them a house and a business so that you can support yourself.
And today, going back to this, the money, I donate to him. But I was talking to him about like how wealth, like my mind has shifted about wealth lately. How when I was younger, it was like save all your money and hoard it, sort of. It's just for you. But now I see it as like the new wealth is sharing your wealth, spreading it out, giving it to people. That is where I just feel I love doing that. For my birthday, when we went the other day, we went out to the beach and, we tipped our waiter and then we tipped the other waiter. They
did such a wonderful job and they made us feel so special.
But it's just giving back to those people who give so much to you. And I just think if more people did that, like the world could be such a more beautiful place.
Like to pay it forward.
Yeah.
And I feel like we try to pay it forward every day because I'm so grateful every day here. And I know sometimes I think it's easy to get lost in that, like in the life grind back home, the traffic and the work and the bills and all that stuff. And here, when you see the things that you see, it makes you appreciate so much more deeply what we have and the opportunities we have and our ability to help other people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, Ray, we appreciate you. The art scene in Mexico. I mean, for me, the most significant thing would be the street art. And it is the best I've ever seen anywhere in the world.
Street art, just the artisans in general. We've never seen more talented people than in Mexico.
I don't
Leatherwork.
Pottery. They make guitars. They
when
do
we were just in
work.
Michoacan, like there's, spanning out from like Pátzcuaro, there's so many places. Copperwork, guitars, pottery.
But these talented people that didn't go to school for this, that this wasn't like they're dedicated. Like I went to college for art. Like these are people that taught themselves to paint, and they go out and they create these murals that are like that they hit you so deeply when you see them. And like at home we call it graffiti, and here it's something that's just so much deeper. And it's something you should try and experience.
Absolutely. We want to say hi to all of our friends from the vineyard too. Oh, thank you so much for being here.
We really do appreciate you, and we miss you too. This was our second summer away after 20.
Nancy, hey Nancy. Oh, we're so happy you're here as well. Thank you for your support. This one says, hey, did you guys try the thong tacos?
What's a thong taco? Tell me, please.
With salsa verde and cilantro and onions. Oh my God. It must not translate correctly, right? I don't know.
Where's a thong taco? Let me know.
Sounds a little risque.
Oh, it might be a little too, like a snack. Too thin.
Please hit Isla Mujeres once more before leaving. That would be really nice if we could do that. Maybe if we go like over by Belize, if we're going to go into Belize, we can go down and do like Bacalar and
would love that.
A couple other places and maybe do Isla Mujeres.
The place with
again.
the pink water.
Yeah.
Is that Bacalar?
No,
Bacalar has all
north.
the blue things. Yeah.
My gosh, Angela Tucker. Wow, you're incredible. Thank you.
Yes, we really, really
tongue. He meant tongue, not thong.
Oh.
The lengua tacos. Yes, we actually did try those.
I'm like,
the thong tacos are delicious. The tongue tacos were really good. We had those in Ajijic.
And Mexico City.
Did you have them?
I had them there. Delicious.
Yeah, they were really good. So if you come to Mexico, try those tongue tacos, the lengua.
Man, so many good tacos here. I think that was another big thing that blew me away. I thought that Mexican food was Taco Bell. I mean, I knew that there was more to it, but like Taco Bell was basically like, okay, burritos, tacos. They don't even make hard tacos here, people. They're all soft tacos.
Well, they have tacos dorados.
Yes.
But they're like,
they're twists. They're not like our little sleeve tacos, I guess.
Yeah.
And You know, like they make the tortillas fresh, and there's so
Corn
many
tortillas
flavors.
and harina. They have flour tortillas here as well, but only in some places. I think we found them more like north, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their produce here is so delicious that, you know, the tomatoes, the cilantro, the onions, there's so much flavor that is, you know, in addition to just the meat or whatever that's in it. It's really good.
Old Soul Pammy. A couple people asked us the guy's name that builds these homes and these businesses. His name is Aaron Murphy. Here, I'll type it here for you.
It's called Murph's Life.
Aaron Murphy. And so you can find him at Murph's Life, like that. Someone asked if I've had chapulines. Yes, of course.
A lot of chapulines. That was like my first meal in Oaxaca.
Sonora has the best tortillas de harina, flour tortillas. Chapala churrales. Adam, you tried it. I wouldn't try it.
I did have
just
churrales.
Because we had heard from so many people that the lake was polluted that I didn't want to try it. But Adam was like, the fish is so small. Like,
yeah,
what
how
could
much
it possibly
pollution?
have
I put way worse stuff in my body when I was younger. It's fine.
So he tried it. You said it was okay?
Yeah, I mean, it tasted like a Dorito.
Yeah.
Really, a Dorito with a slight little fish flavor to it.
Oh yes, the pink water.
Yeah, and Los Colorados. Yeah.
Oh, Tammy, what was the Nutella treat that Adam liked?
Marquisetas. Marquisitas.
It's his favorite, but he doesn't know how to pronounce it.
Okay. I said flan and I said tres leches, but Marquisitas. However you say it, it is like the most wonderful. It's like waffle batter that they put down, and you can get them sweet or savory. The one I always like with like Nutella, banana,
cream cheese.
Philadelphia cream cheese. They love Philadelphia cream cheese in Mexico, people. If you ever get sushi here, Philadelphia cream cheese is in.
They're all Philly rolls.
Every single one.
That's funny. Junior Roman or JR Roman, Adam, Mary, Heidi. Also, guys, I would love to meet you one day. I'm in Atlanta, but from Oaxaca originally.
Nice.
That would be amazing.
For sure.
Yeah, a lot of people ask to meet up, and we say, hey, if we're ever somewhere and you're there too, send us a message. We would love to meet up as well.
Who's Haley?
I know he said Haley. That's okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh my gosh, I'm watching a video of Country Collectors on the TV and a live one on my phone. That's so cute.
I love that. We love that. Yeah.
Hi from Australia. Yes.
You know, it's been such an amazing journey so far, and we can't wait to see where it goes. You know, I hope we can do more lives like this because this was so awesome. Just talking to everyone.
I should have got some more questions for us, but oh my gosh, Jay Cuestas. Hi, Adam and Heidi. Your chemistry is the best. I tell everyone I know to subscribe and watch all your videos.
Oh, thank you so much.
Take care and stay safe. Lupita and Jose from Yuma, Arizona. Wow. Thank you so much. We love hearing seeing you every week, commenting on our videos. It just means the world to us.
But yeah, it's Mexico, thank you to Mexico because it's just so amazing.
We love that cute little sticker. That's adorable.
That is adorable.
Aw. Thank you. But yes, I think unfortunately it's probably come to an end. It went about 40 minutes over. We thought it was going to be an hour, but I guess you don't have a time limit on fun, right?
Yeah, or friends.
Yeah.
Or friends.
So thank you so much for all of you. If you just started following us yesterday or if you have been here the entire time, you just mean the world to us. We're so grateful and blessed to have you here, a part of our family. And we can't wait to see, where this journey takes us to with you. And,
you really are part of our family. And we do mean that when we say it, because when we're planning or when Heidi's planning our videos, when we're out there saying puns or eating food, like we're thinking about you.
Yeah.
We're thinking about what
how to make you smile,
what you want to see, how to brighten your day a little bit when you watch our videos. And that, it's become something I never knew was important to me before. And It is. It makes me feel good to know that you're out there traveling with us around.
When we get those comments from you that say like, I was having a bad day and then I put on your channel and watched your videos, like that is what keeps us going. Like knowing that we can make you laugh, put a smile on your face, like that just, it means the world. It means everything to us. So thank you for all the comments. And again, the support. No, don't go away. Don't forget to ring the bell. I love it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you guys wearing pants? Oh my gosh. So before we go, actually, I thought it was so funny because we never.
I had to check. I was like, am I wearing? Okay.
During the pandemic, you would see those memes or people posting that they were at work on a Zoom call and then they got up and they were like naked underneath or like whatever, wearing something else. So I am actually wearing just like some running shorts. I was like, I'm going to dress up a bit on the top, but then, be comfortable on the bottom. So this is my first time kind of
business up top, party downstairs.
I got to join in on that whole thing. This is my first time. So thank you so much for that.
And I'm wearing shorts on the bottom like I always am.
Yeah, like some nicer dressy shorts.
That's right. I like to dress up my shorts a little bit.
Hi, Mad Dog.
Hey,
Adventures.
Mad Dog.
Please keep doing these videos often.
Yeah, we would love. I mean, if you guys are enjoying these, we would love to do more with you because it's so nice being able to answer these questions for you. And like I feel closer to you now. I feel like we've really connected on a different level. And again, amazing that we're at almost 55,000 subscribers in this community that you are part of.
So please keep sharing our channel with all your friends and family and keep coming back every week. It fills our hearts up, and we'll keep doing the good work for you too as well. And thank you so much, Marco. Megana wanted to buy a shirt to rock in Isla, but I can't. I know. I'm so sorry. Hopefully we can get another store going.
If anyone knows of a great store that is an option for like drop shipping, let us know, because it's hard to find one that does reliable work. And one of the big things is when we're on the road the way we are, if something goes wrong, we can't do anything about it. We can't replace your t-shirt because they're not our t-shirt. We're not mailing it to you. They are. So it's hard. You need somebody you can trust that's reliable in that way.
Yeah. And for all of you who are just joining, I see some people say that they just got in. I think the live stream will save and then we can post it as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So
and we do watch movies in our downtime, by the way, and TV series.
Yeah, Adam's a big TV series buff.
I mean, I like the classics, maybe some A-Team, MacGyver, Kung Fu. The legend continues.
But yes, thank you again so much for being here.
It would have been nowhere near as much fun if you hadn't been here to share it with.
If you enjoyed this live stream, well, you can give a thumbs up, but please subscribe if you haven't already. We will see you.
And don't forget to ling, 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 the bell.
I almost forgot.
Unbelievable, people. This is what I deal with.
I'll cook the steak. We'll see you
next time.
Adios, amigos. Mwah. That was fun.